There is something about the way Kaylee looks that somebody made a judgment about him. And I think it's a positive spin. It's judgmental.
Okay.
But I don't know that they were wrong.
Okay. What are we talking about?
The hand on the back?
Oh, yeah. So, well, no, this wasn't me. That's why I was like, okay. No, yeah, this is a bit of a crazy story, though. So, one of the fathers of my son's, another kid on his baseball team last season, over the course of the season, I got to be pretty good friends with. Now, I just need to preface that this guy he's very spiritual. He's not like overly shove it down your throat, like spiritual as far as what his beliefs are, but he definitely knows the Lord. All right. And so
he's religious and proud.
He's very religious, but he's not like it's not all he talks about.
Yeah.
But you can definitely tell through talking to him, it guides his life. And I got to be really good friends with him throughout the whole season. And
because he looked at you and he said, "You need the Lord."
Yeah, maybe. I'm not really sure, but we got to be pretty good friends, and we're actually doing some business together. And so the season ended, and he starts to tell me a story about the first day of practice and the coach of that team. Now, this coach was kind of quirky. He was a New Yorker. His idea of giving these kids like a speech at the end was like, "Oh, y'all didn't suck today." You know, it's just very...
Sounds about right.
Yeah, right. And we were always just like, what? This is your motivational speech?
Same thing I do every morning after the show.
Yeah. So my friend tells me the story, which I had never heard before, but it made absolute sense. So after the first practice, and I didn't know him, I hadn't spoken with him. On the first day of practice, everyone had left, and the coach was loading his stuff into his truck. And my buddy said that he could tell from afar that the coach was in severe pain because he was holding his lower back. And I mean, he's a big dude. I wouldn't say he looks the healthiest. And so my buddy said that, he just felt inspired to go over and offer some assistance. And so he introduced himself as, I'm so-and-so's dad on the team. And he put his hand on the coach's lower back.
He laid hands on him?
Yes, and asked him if he could pray to take his pain away. And I started giggling. I was like, what did he do? Well, and he was like, he goes, "No, you can't."
Yeah, right. I mean, the intent was nice.
Yes.
The hand, as soon as you put the hand on the back, then we're just talking about, you're over a line.
Well, very, making him very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And so my buddy said, "Okay, fine. Well, can I put my hand on your shoulder and pray?" And he said that the look on the coach's face was just like sheer terror almost. It was
random, man.
Very random. And so I believe the coach let him put his hand on his shoulder.
He let him say a prayer over him?
Yes. And the coach, and then we were talking about it, I'm giggling because I could just picture this coach and what his reaction would be. The coach never looked him in the eyes throughout the whole rest of the season. Never. And as soon as he told me that, I was like, you're right. He never looked in your direction ever again. There was no interaction between the coach and this other dad. And so when the season ended, my friend's son left his backpack at practice. And so my buddy's wife called the coach and said, "Hey, we left so-and-so's backpack." The coach texted back saying, "Hey, we got it," and texted him the address. It was like a week later, my buddy goes to pick up the bag, and the son of the coach comes out and brings him his stuff. The coach, nowhere to be seen. And so they get in the car and they're driving, and then my buddy's wife sends a text to my buddy who prayed for the coach. And Kristen, can you read this text?
So this is the coach sending this to the wife?
Yes.
"I forgot to tell your husband that my back never hurt again since he did that prayer in the parking lot.
The hell?
I've never gone this long without it hurting. I thought he was off his rocker, but it honestly worked.
There's a plot twist.
Who needs Advil? You got Jesus.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, dude.
Can we get him to come in here tomorrow?
Yeah,
You want him to
that's
touch
what
us?
Yeah.
I got all sorts
He
of
can put his
parts.
hands all over me.
I've never wanted a man to touch me more than I do right now.
Yes.
That's incredible, man.
Crazy? I was
Bananas.
like, that's a story right
I
there.
did not see that coming.
I did not see that coming either.
No, and when he showed it to me, and I was like, "You got to be joking!" And it even says, "I guess he wasn't in agreement." And then my buddy goes, "He was a jerk when I did it."
I should have reversed it.
The Bert Show.